If you want to die, go to a Ugandan hospital. Yes, in Uganda, the hospitals that are supposed to save human lives have now turned into cartels actively murdering people. Here's how. In Uganda, hospitals are divided into two types: the government subsidized public hospital and the private hospitals. But neither is here to help Ugandans. The government funded ones are the worst place you can ever be if you have a serious disease. Government employs some doctors and medical staff to treat people, but the numbers are not enough. The ratio of doctors to patients in Uganda is 1 doctor for every 25,000 people. 2,500% worse than the World Health Organization recommends. But to me, the worst is that even the few doctors the government employs are never there. Yes, you can be admitted to a public hospital and spend a whole month without seeing that doctor. In fact, most Ugandans die in those hospitals or by God's miracle heal without seeing a doctor. And where are the few doctors the government employed? Well, most started private hospitals and clinics where they spend 90% of the time, and these stupid doctors will claim that the government underpays them and they spent a lot of time and money in schools, so they need more salaries, hence the side hustle. But you guys suck. Everyone in Uganda who is educated is underpaid. The engineers also spent the whole same effort but can't do the same stupid thing you're doing. Then, most Ugandans will turn to private hospitals in hope that these institutions will give the best service to their loved ones. But these guys aren't even supposed to be called hospitals. These are murderous thieves. They will ask for a deposit before they even start treating your patient, like a deposit of like 10 million. And before you bring the money, they won't touch the patient. The worst being, they are still charging you for admission. By the time you collect 10 million, your loved one is already dead. But remember, they were charging you for admission, so now you owe them 7 million for the patient that was never treated. But all the charge is because of the bed the patient slept on. If you don't pay the 7 million, you won't see the body of your deceased. This is no wrong business, this is murder. And we should demand that if a hospital causes a death because of negligence, like a doctor was never there, or the hospital waited for you to first pay the deposit, the family shouldn't pay a single coin and the hospital must pay the funeral expenses. Then again, the hospital must be paid when the patient is healed or if they have tried everything and the patient fails to heal. And shame upon you on our stupid leaders who are doing nothing about this suffering.